Inside the Blues Disorder, we have access to not one, but two legendary pedals famous for their ability to capture the sounds of the best British amps that have ever existed. We have the Marshall Blues Breaker and the Fulltone OCD. Now, each one of these has a little bit of Keeley special sauce. I have it on good authority that the Blues Breaker style drive within the Blues Disorder is the same drive that is present in both the DDR and the DCR pedals that Keeley makes. And of the two overdrives in those pedals, that one was my favorite. So I'm very glad to see it in a single pedal, but with a nice little twist. And as far as the OCD goes, the OCD served as a foundational overdrive for me pretty much from the beginning of my professional career. I used it for many, many years, and obviously my tastes have changed, but it's still a sound that I go back to if I need something in that sort of crunchy JTM 45 realm. Just like all the other pedals in this series that we've looked at so far, it's the same 3-knob 2-switch platform. Drive, level, and tone, with the 2 toggle switches for the drive and tone sections being under each one's respective knob. Now, with the Blues Breaker, we get a more soft clipping distortion. With the OCD side, we get a more hard clipping distortion. And then with the tone circuit, the Blues Breaker has a bit of a mild mid-hum, something not too extreme. But the OCD, well, that's all about mid-range. After all, Marshall style distortion, it's kind of known for that really rich mid-range. So if you want a little bit of a kick and a little bit of a bump, you'll want to go for the OC section. Other than that, a feature I forgot to mention in the last video on the Angry Orange is the fact that you can actually switch all of these pedals between true bypass and buffered bypass. Now, stock, it comes in buffered bypass, which is perfectly fine for me. It's got silent switching, I'm all about it. But if you want to change it to true bypass switching, here's how you do it. All you need to do is press and hold the bypass LED for 2 seconds. You just saw it blink twice, and that means that you're now in true bypass mode. I'm gonna go ahead and switch back to buffered, and I do it the same way. Press and hold for 2 seconds. 3 blinks means it's back in buffered. So now let's explore the sounds of the Blues Disorder. But first, here is a brief rig rundown of what you're going to be hearing today. Any guitar is first going into the Boss TU3 on the floor because out-of-tune guitars don't sound that great. Then we're going into the Blues Disorder, and out of the Blues Disorder, I've decided to switch it up and go to a DoD rubberneck analog delay from the Keeley Echoes in the last video. That is gonna go into the front of one of 2 amplifiers, either my Hughes & Kettner Black Spirit 200 or my Orange Rocker Verb 100. Depending on the section, I'll let you know what you're hearing, and then from there, we're going into the Orange PPC 212 cab, mic'd up, vintage 30s, SM57, boho ribbon microphone, and a Sennheiser 421. Notes on any other rig rundown things will be in the description box down below. So now let's pick up a pick and get to playing this thing, starting out with exploring the gain range of both the BB and the OC modes. Now let's go ahead and check out the tone stacks of each the BB and the OC modes. And I want to do it with both clipping sections. Now, instead of sweeping the knob a bunch of times, here's what I want to do. I'm going to turn the level and the drive knob up just ever so slightly so that in the BB mode, we get a little bit more hair. And in the OC mode, we're definitely starting to get into that nice hefty crunch territory. I'm going to pick a few positions on the tone control, and then I'm going to swap between the BB and the OC mode in both clipping sections, so we can get an idea of what exactly each tone stack is doing to each clipping mode. I think doing it this way is better than just sweeping the tone control, because it's going to give you a better idea of the hybrid possibilities the Blues Disorder offers. Not to mention the fact that the tone control circuits are very similar, just one has more mid-range emphasis than the other. So the differences aren't going to be too different. They're going to be about the same effect, but obviously, one has more, one has less. And that, my friends, is the Keeley Blues Disorder, part of the new 4-in-1 series. I absolutely love this thing. It serves as the main crunch toad on my church board, and I just think that the two circuits in here blend really well. Individually, they're awesome, but the hybrid sounds are fantastic. Very well done, Team Keeley. And I would love to know what you guys thought of it. So let me know your thoughts in the comments section down below, and we can talk more. Now, if you missed it, I also demoed the Angry Orange, part of the same series as the Blues Disorder. You can find a link to that in the card in the top right corner of your screen. But we also have the Super Rodent to look forward to. If you don't want to miss that, make sure you're subscribed to the channel with notifications enabled. But the best way is to sign up for my email club. In fact, I sent the video link to the Super Rodent demo to members of that club on the day that these brand new trio of pedals from Keeley launched. So click the link in the description box down below and you'll get that when it goes live on YouTube. Now, I won't take credit or blame for you developing a case of gas because of this video, but if you do develop one and you want to feed it, do so and help the channel at the same time by using my affiliate links. Sweetwater, Zounds, Amazon, Sonic 8 pedals, and Vola guitars are all in the description box down below, and a small portion of that sale comes to me so I can keep the lights on here in the studio. I look forward to seeing you in the next one, and until then, I wish you all great tone and happy stomping. Cheers, friends. God bless.